What's going on, yo? What's going on? What's going on? Hopefully you guys can hear me. Hopefully I'm coming in well. Let me get a one in the chat if I am coming in well. Background gonna be a little occasionally noisy, but we'll get through it. We'll get through it. All right, y'all. So this is Mr. Z's response to BGS. Shout out to BGS. Shout out to BGS. Yes, he is right. Mr. Z been on a tear for the past few streams. It's not because we're necessarily vagina policing, although I don't see what the problem with that would be, right? Um, but this is because what I would argue, what Ebony K. Williams expressed to us, which I'm gonna play in a minute, what we have been being told, the framing of the conversation between black men and black women over the past few decades. In Mr. Z's estimation, are we putting on our tinfoil hats right now? I'm just letting y'all know we tinfoil kufi, we tinfoil do rag right now. That's what we doing. Um, all of this was about using black women, quite frankly, women of color when it comes to other people, but we're focused on black women here, using black women as a colonizing agent. White guys were seeding up black women. I meant it how I said it. They got enough black women into their institutions of quote unquote higher learning and quote unquote educated them, indoctrinated them. They got them through the media, right? And what you had, as Mr. Z said, when I say this, I'm not just pulling this out of my rear end. What you had were black women using 4 and 5 syllable words and hiding behind supposed complex concepts, but in reality, they just were spouting off their anti-black or their black misandry, better yet, not anti-black misandry, but their black misandry. And that has gone on for decades. What Mr. Z is describing in particular has gone on for decades. The reason why y'all see Mr. Z speak about swirlers and divestors, and y'all see Mr. Z speak about the Chrissies of the world and the Crystalline Karazins and the Ebony K. Williams and et cetera, et cetera. It's because of how loud those women are. We focus on this because these people act as the colonizing agent. The spotlight is on black men and black men's misbehavior and supposed misbehavior. But in actuality, the relationship between, or the lack of relationship, the situationship between white men and black women allows for white men to use black women as the colonizing agent. Huh? And that is what has gone on for the past few decades. It was the enemy within. And black women are going to have to sit with that. They're going to have to sit with that. Huh? The reason why I covered Ebony K. Williams earlier and what she had going on with whatever South Asian guy as a minor, okay, whatever you did with whoever you did it with, cool. But look how you spoke of black men when Iyanla Van Zant asked you, would you date the bus driver? This is not about asking a semi-famous attorney lady whether she would date someone who she believe is beneath her station in life. We understand what this is. Huh? We get it. But your response, the way you responded, aren't women the ones that say it's not what you say, it's how you say it? Isn't that what women say? What Ebony said and how she said it says everything. But ma'am, You have had sex, you have had situationships and relationships with, as you said, the entire rainbow. Your words were you tasted the rainbow. That's what you said to Yana Van Zant. And the wedding ring from the man that you value is where? We speak on these things because of how they affect black boys and black men. Their mothers and whatever their mother got going on with the white Latino and apparently Asian guy that they work with. Uh-oh. Huh? The reason why these things matter is because, well, they matter. Huh? Let me read this now. And Inspired Truth says, and thank you for the super chat. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. Cheers to the black women overseers of the plantation. And the framing has always been black men overseers. Black men are the weakest link. Black men are the white supremacists of the black community. Black men are the white supremacists of, that's always been the framing. Black men are some sexist monsters, homophobic, transphobic, barely intelligible, barely could speak, mush mouth sellouts of the black community. And when you do meet a black man that has any type of intelligence or IQ reaches into the double digits, he's probably off somewhere with some fat white woman that he puts on a pedestal because he so detests black women that he would much rather be with an overweight, unattractive white woman than with any black woman. That is the framing. That is what black women have been able to hide behind for decades. Huh? Black women have been able to spout off that they're so educated and they're so classy and they're so intelligent, and they just for the life of them they just can't meet a black man on their level. And when they do, that black man is so arrogant because he knows that he knows there's only like a handful of him, so he's so arrogant it's unbearable. That's been the framing. Huh? That has been the framing. And in actuality, and somebody said in the comments, shout out to BGS for reading it, that I said that Jasmine Theodora um said something along the lines of she's with the white man because black men are weak or something like that. Yeah, I'm saying that is the she's framing it wrong. She's too cowardly to say what it actually is. And let me actually, if I got what that person was trying to say correctly, let me actually clarify for BGS. What I'm saying is when you listen to Jasmine Theodora all the way through, there isn't a separate video. BGS is correct. When this is Mr. Z's interpretation of what Jasmine Theodora is saying, because she's too cowardly to actually say it. And that's why she kept on going on the liberals and victimization and self-victimization, or however she was framing it. She's too cowardly to say I'm with the white man because he's a white man on planet Earth. He's the man. I can't be around these black men because black men talk about racism, black men talk about hierarchies, black men to me, I'm saying that's her. To me, black men sound too much like victims because y'all out here talking about white supremacy. That's a figment of your imagination. You're just a weak, pathetic yitch. Right? Once again, a colonizing agent. You gotta tell yourself whatever you gotta tell yourself to end up with the white man, lady. Huh? That's why your crap sounded convoluted, pathetic. I cover these things because what has happened, and you see this in international politics. Black women were their insurgents. Ooh, goddamn, Z. What white society, white men did with black women concerning the black community is what they do whenever they go overseas and overthrow or topple a government, legitimate or not. You find whatever ragtag group of people got an issue with leadership, and you fund them to either harass the leadership or overthrow the leadership. Not for the betterment of that nation, but for the betterment of you. Huh? And that's the same. White society only did with the black community what they do every time they go anywhere. Huh? And black women got to sit with that. That's what you are. That's who you are. And to hell with your college degrees in whatever social science. That's who you are, Kim Foster. God damn, Z. I don't care what leftist crap y'all think y'all spouting. No, that's who you are. FD, I heard what you said, brother. Some of these people, they really got to sit with their college degrees and what that really means. I heard when you said it. I know what you were saying. That's why I cut you off and I said, oh, they realize it now. They the colonizing agent. Uh-oh. Huh? And Kim Foster still sound the way she sound. What y'all thought? Wait. Y'all thought the white folks was just gonna educate y'all and not indoctrinate y'all with some anti-black stuff primarily directed to black men in ways that would not only hurt black men, but in a weird way hurt you too, and definitely the children. Wait, you just thought they was just gonna let y'all into their institutions and not indoctrinate y'all? Yeah. Oh wait, I forgot. You thought you were so moral and you had the perfect reading of everything, standpoint theory, that even if they're trying to indoctrinate you, it wouldn't work. Yeah. Huh? A decade later, 2 decades later, 3 decades later, 4 decades later, 5 decades later, 6 decades later. Uh-oh. Yeah. And Oprah said she wouldn't marry Stedman because why again? Y'all remember what she said? She didn't want to be a wife. She knew there would be obligations. She didn't want to do it. That's what she said. Uh-oh. Yeah, come again about that moral superiority and standpoint theory and all that other good stuff? Huh? Vivica A. Fox is 60, saying she's now looking to settle down. Uh-oh. Yeah. Huh? Uh-oh. Do y'all not see the problem here? Huh? I cover these things because they matter, right? Can Mr. Z be funny? Can I giggle like a schoolgirl? Yeah, all of that. Huh? But because they matter. Dear black women, when you hear these men, and sometimes it may not hear your ears the way you would like it because you'd rather these men say nothing, just eat the crap. But yes, you do act as the colonizing agent. And to hell with whatever black men are doing with their peen with whatever white woman. And huh? Or you think that's equivalent to what the hell you've done over the past few decades? Black women had a job to do, everyone, and it was to be the ISIS to black men's Osiris. And they decided to not do it and to gamble with white men and white women. They gamble was that white men and white women would allow for them to jump over black men This is what Pauli Murray was saying. And get some type of equality. And yeah, now that we decades out, what, six-ish, seven-ish decades out, 5, 6, 7 decades out. Yeah, how did that work exactly? Oh wait, it didn't. Huh? Huh? And now that we're here, you'll see some of them trying to scurry back over here. Some of them will make it before the gate close. All the rest of them leave them out there in the wilderness. The white men and the white women could do whatever they want to do with them. Huh? Black women gambled wrong. It's that simple. It's that simple. Dear Parley Murray, black women gambled wrong. Wrong gamble. That simple. Huh? Dear Bell Hooks, we still decades out. We're 5+ decades out of Loving versus Virginia. White men ain't marrying y'all enough yet to bump up y'all status. Oops. And to be honest with you, I understand Bell Hooks' theory. I get it. I get her logic. I kind of agree. I kind of agree. The problem is white men were never going to do it. There's that part. I agree. Women take on the status of their men. Okay, true. Huh? It's a sign of white supremacy that white men won't marry black women and give black women uh um some of their status. Okay. Kind of disagree, but I can understand the reasoning. Okay, fine. And y'all been trying to appeal to white men. Y'all been throwing the vagina at white men. Y'all been moving into their spaces. Y'all working around them. Huh? Y'all shopping around them for decades since the plantation, if we're honest. But okay, fine. Let's put everything in there that would benefit you. We repeal the miscegenation laws. Y'all working around them. Sometimes y'all they bosses. Sometimes they're your bosses. Huh? Y'all living around them. Y'all going to school around them. And 6.5% of black women are married outside of the race. Huh? 6.5% of black women are married outside of the race. Out of all marriageable age black women, 6.5. Wow. Why does Mr. Z care about this? Why does this matter? Because instead of working with black men, y'all decided to go chase after the white peen. And for those of you who are not attracted to non-black men, white men in particular, you still want to operate a stone cold gynocracy in the black community. You had decades to get it and to make it right, and you didn't. Huh? And you didn't. And it was never going to work. All you did was waste time. Dear black women, all you did was waste time. Chrissy, all you did was waste time. That's all you did. Chrislyn and Karazin, she has her mixed kids. Okay, cool. And the marriage with the white man still ain't work. Uh-oh. So much for those lower divorce rates when y'all marry out, especially to white men. Uh-oh. Huh? Well, when you look at that, Ebony K. Williams over here saying she tasted the rainbow. And yeah, test tube baby. Huh? Uh-oh. Huh? All of that for what? Garcelle Beauvoir, white husband. Oh, well, divorce. Yikes. All of that for what? Mr. Blasio was out here LGBTQ, met Mr. de Blasio, let him know, hey, this is my lifestyle. Y'all got married, now y'all separated, married still on paper. Yeah. Black women tried to escape blackness and they looked at black men as being the problem. They did everything except the right thing. What's the right thing, Z? Get on black men's goddamn program. Chrissy said we don't got no program, black men. Because what she doing over there with the colorist talk is working swell, ain't it? Huh? All these little escape hatches, and all it took was Donald Trump and JD Vance. All y'all escape hatches y'all been building for decades. All it took was the 80-year-old, 12-year-old, and the white dude with the clan eyes and the Indian wife. Shout out to Edward Anderson. He should have never heard me say. He should have never heard me. Excuse me. He should have never let me hear him say JD Vance got clan eyes, because I see it. It's true. Huh? The reason why we cover this is because they act as colonizing agents. Huh? See, when you sound like, I'm gonna play this first. When you sound like some of the women you're gonna hear right here, some of the black women here, then you understand how you end up sounding like Ebony a couple decades later. Let's play this. And y'all focus, there's about 2 or 3 black women. Listen to what they say. Remember, they're on a college campus. Here you go.
What's your favorite thing about black men?
The muscles, they be big.
I like their smile and skin complexion. I love dark skin men. White teeth gonna get me every time.
They just know how to dress for real.
What's your favorite thing about black men?
They have manners. They're like respectful. Like they actually like care about like the way that the women they talk to feel.
What's your favorite thing about black men?
Nothing. Black men suck.
What you?
They're bad. They cheat. They don't care. I'm with the white boys.
What's your favorite thing about black men?
Definitely have to say the melanin. Something about the color really does it for me.
Okay, all right, what you about that?
You know, it's like something about a Blasian baby.
Okay.
Something about it.
What's your favorite thing about black men?
I love how protective they are. Very good energy, very fun to be around.
What's your favorite thing about black men and women?
Big lips. They could do more.
What's your favorite thing about black men?
Nothing.
All right, why you say that?
I don't like black men. Not very many meet my standards. They're not honest. They don't care. They tell you straight up. They don't sugarcoat nothing.
What's your favorite thing about black men?
Waves is so attractive. Like, why everybody trying to grow their hair out? That's not cute.
What's your favorite thing about black men?
Nothing. They're just terrible.
Yep. You saw one of the women said they cheat. Black woman said that, but of course, they don't meet my standards. That sound nice. Hey, I hope the white guy or whatever Latino guy you trying to appeal to with that talk, the Asian guy or whatever, I hope it work out. You're young, you got time. Not really, but you got time. Hopefully it work out for you. With that, black men don't meet my standards. Hey, all that's dog whistle for please white man, read any non-black man. Please white man, come save me from black men. Let's see if it work. Huh? Let's see if your appeal to white men work. For your sake, I hope it does. Huh?
Superman could have saved your child.
I hope it works. But that's how you see how some of the women sounded there, black women in particular, obviously. So they're probably in their early 20s, late teens, probably 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds at the oldest, probably. You can see how you can go from that to sounding like this a couple decades later.
Dark skinned, you are beige. Is that the politically correct term?
You know, that's very controversial.
It is controversial.
My
Where do you stand
complexion.
on that?
I would consider myself caramel, certainly a brown woman.
And as far as colorism, do you like dark men? Like, what's your situation?
I run the gamut. I had a very loving, wonderful relationship with a dark-skinned Haitian man when I was in law school. I've dated the Jews, Mazel, Native American.
Wow.
Done that. Many biracials. Lost my virginity to an East Indian guy.
Okay, thanks for volunteering that.
You know, I was like, I don't want to really make myself look like a hoe, but you know,
Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas, bitch.
I'm a virgin. Don't tell anybody.
Child, please.
Huh? It's not too far of a jump. Remember, Ebony K. Williams was the one that called black men mediocre. It sounds nice. There's a through line here. There's a line here. What's the line, Z? Wherever you are, there. Wherever you go, there you are. What black women have been allowed to do is be the colonizing agent of the black community. They've been encouraged. Mr. Z said allowed. Wrong word. Encouraged. And it's a new day. Huh? It's a new day. There's not enough black men around. Y'all gonna have to do y'all Golden Girls thing. Huh? That's what it's gonna have to be. And I think Ed described it perfectly. Ma'am, nobody trying to hold you hostage. You could go to them white men. I promise you.
Mario, Jorge, Cartwright, Shang Tsung. We got a thrift store of leftover bitches. They're leftover because apparently it ain't enough niggas is worth a damn. Whatever. Point is they left over. We need you to come pick them up. No instruction manual. Figure it out. Sprinkle some white ice on it. Maybe, I've heard the white ice is colder. Sprinkle some white ice on it. It goes with everything. If you come within the next 24 hours, we'll give you a complimentary book on how to date black women for white men. That's a $4 value.
The seriousness in Ed's face when he looks at the camera, when he says that's a $4 value at the end, that's the thing that gets me. Everything else is standard issue Ed. I'm used to it. But the when he looks back up at the camera, that's a $4 value. Hey, bro, that's everything. That's, to me, that's everything. That's the punchline right there. The look, like, come get it. Right? And Mr. Shook to you says, those are really young adults talking about not meeting standards. What? What's a Russ book mean face? Yeah, I gotta get that too. I gotta get that. Right? And I agree with you 100%, Mr. Shook to you. Young adults speaking like this, not meeting my, but that's the knee-jerk reaction from black women. They're always, black women, damn, they're coming out the womb talking like that. Because that's all they tell each other about. What they tell themselves is it's not fair. That's why I continue to spout that quote. The white women aren't told to settle. That's really what's in their mind. They regurgitate that crap to each other all day. This society's not telling white women to settle. When black men over there, when white women, they know how to rise to the occasion and the standard. They just don't want to do it for us. That's what they tell themselves. That's what they tell themselves on brunch. That's what they tell themselves when they're on lunch break. That's when they call them each other complaining about black men in particular. That's what they tell themselves. That's what they tell each other. So of course the late teens, early 20-something, talking about who's not meeting her standard. Of course she's saying that. That's in the air. That's the air they breathe. It's not fair. This society, and you hear even some non-black women, you hearing white women say this crap. This is, What I played maybe a month or so ago with BGS and Black Uru up here, right? Let me see if I actually still have it up here. I might have just taken it down because it was up here. Yeah, I just took it down. Wait, we might be. Nope, Mr. Z took it down. Yeah, right. Where the white woman was complaining that that essentially this society hasn't broken men to be who women need them to be. Huh? We've done the work, right? So of course they don't meet my standards. Of course she's gonna say that. What else is she going to say? She doesn't have to have the experiences or lack thereof. The air she breathes tells her black men are inept, incapable, immature, loser bum dusties. Huh? And she low key, high key, dog whistling at any non black man that would have her. Look, I'm better than the black man. Don't even worry about that. I'm not checking over there. Right? I get it. Huh? So that's all it I cover these things. Shout out to BGS. Not just some rage bait, but black women have acted as the colonizing agent in the black community. They could call themselves whatever they want to call themselves. And what they've done, which was really smart, was hyper focus on a couple of athletes with non-black women, a couple of celebrities that are married to a non-black woman, or that's walking on the red carpet with a non-black wife or spouse or whatever. And they made that the equivalent of their treason. Huh? Because Michael B. Jordan, God forbid, popping up at some red carpet event with some Latina or quote unquote exotical, huh? Is the equivalent of Tia Mari torpedoing her own goddamn marriage. Ooh, goddamn, see. Huh? That's how these people speak. Some celebrity, some athlete at a red carpet event with his, right? The brother that played Luke Cage, him having a white wife is the equivalent of Chrissy and what she's been on for damn near a decade now on social media. The anti-black male rhetoric. Because that's the same. They have to draw these false equivalencies. They have to do it. The issue black women have is that white men won't marry them in any significant number, and non-black men won't either. That's their issue. And they never will. Not as long as WS remains WS. Not as long as America maintains itself the way it is. It's not going to happen. Huh? And we don't even I don't even think it'll happen. And there's obviously observation and opinion here. I don't even think it'll happen if America declined all the way. How you know, Z? The UK, goddamn Z. The UK is not an empire in decline. The UK declined, and them white boys still ain't marrying black women. Goddamn. Huh? Well, Huh? That's black women's issue. So, like I said, leave them out here to do the whole Golden Girls thing. Huh? Leave them out here with their rose toy. Leave them out here to munch on each other. Right? That's their choice. They already made their choice. Leave them out here for the non-black man to use their esophagus for somewhere to pogo stick in. Huh? Black men will create a black community without black women. That's another reason why they always want to make it their womb is what produces black. Yeah. Sounds nice. Sounds nice. If we're gonna be honest, Z, don't do it. If we're gonna be honest, the white guys don't mess with black women so much, they're not even trying to seed them up. Huh? And they should be embarrassed about. They should be embarrassed. Black women gambled and they gambled wrong, and they should be embarrassed.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
They should be. Y'all are traitors. It's that Kim Foster. I don't care who you're around. I don't care about your man. Traitors, period. I don't care what school you went to. Traitors. That's all y'all are. Women like you. First of all, y'all are black people's class enemy. If we're really gonna go there, the highly educated, the Ebony K. Williams and the Kim Fosters, particularly Kim Foster, their only real kinship with black women is that black women are black women. They act as black women's class enemy because the majority of black women are working class, working poor. Not even lower middle class, working class and working poor. And so the only thing y'all could be like, oh, we the sisterhood on is that y'all are black women. And middle finger to black men. And that's why y'all emphasize that so much. Because the second we start talking about this class and this money, ooh, uh-oh. Huh? Once we start talking about this class and this money, huh? Y'all side with Chrissy. I kept on saying these people are your class enemy, and every once in a while, Chrissy will take a dig at the black community in general. She'll take a dig at black women also. Yeah, that's what I thought. Y'all greatest ire is for black men, but y'all don't rock with black women like that either. Huh? The problem is your average black woman is living vicariously through you and you know it. So they never actually put your back to the wall to see what you think about them also. Huh? And the contempt you have for them also. Ooh. And how you look down on them also. Yikes. And how you see them as lesser also. Uh-oh. Paris Milan. Ooh. Huh? Y'all are their class enemy. And y'all have always been. Saint Cyr says the ops for real. That's all they are. And KW Don says, and thank you for the super chat. Did TV sitcoms like Golden Girls and who's the boss foreshadow the current social and economic environment. I don't know if that's what the showrunners and all that other stuff and the producers and the writers, if that's what they were on, but that's what it looks like, right? Can't tell you what it is. I could tell you what it looks like. It's clear this didn't work. It was never going to work. The the women thought that there was a workaround, and you still see them trying to do it. Okay, well now that we're not getting married and coupling up, we got to emphasize community. What incentives are you going to have for the men to participate? See, the problem is y'all keep on thinking you can get the women in some kind of what? Femtocracy? Huh? The problem is you can no longer incentivize the men, and too many men are red pill. It's not even a critical mass. It's still too many. Too many men are like, I don't know about, and even, you know what? It's not even that too many men are red pill. Too many men are like, yeah, I'm straight off of that. It looks like too much work and not enough gain, not enough incentive, not enough win. Nope, nah, I'm straight. Huh? Y'all thought there was a workaround outside of being on a man's program, black men's program, for black women in specific. And we're here now. Did Golden Girls foreshadow? I mean, that's what some of these women are living. Less so with friends, more so with family. They're living with their aunt and their mom and their grandma. And like there's something understandable about that, especially with the economic environment. But also it's just because y'all played yourself out of position. It's really that y'all played yourself out of position. It's not that you're there with your husband and your kids and your mom and your dad or your grandmother. No, 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 no. You're there, you're at home with you and your girl cousin or you and your sister and huh? Oh damn, Naaman, really? And Naaman says, hold on, Z. We've got 112 watching and only 52 likes. This doesn't add up. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. Z. Look, I so don't want I so be thinking about other things. I still haven't put up this downtone thing. I'm gonna hit y'all with the downtone. Eventually I'm gonna get that thing that up and running. Right. Saint Sears says, what's your girl say? Z, what's the incentive? Shout out to Real Talk with Yanni. Right. B Rain says they'll even poison healthy black couples relationships. You listen to how some of these people speak. Consider how some of these people speak. Consider the accusatory tone, the contempt. I mean, y'all were wishing for Simone Biles Owens to catch her husband cheating. Y'all were hoping that she catch Jonathan Owens cheating on her, or that he DVs her, or that he's verbally assaulting. We know it's the other word, but YouTube guidelines and whatnot, right? Just so y'all could prove y'all point that he didn't value her in the first place. Y'all were wishing on the downfall of that relationship just so you could get nobodies could get a "I told you so." Imagine that, huh? Y'all hope that DDG and what's her name relationship failed. It looked like they up and down and they together and then they're not together. Then they officially break up. Then whatever, you see them together, hugged up. Yeah, just so y'all could emphasize she not on her level. Why she over there anyway? Look who she got pregnant by. Dude, funny, he got swag and he got dreads. What else? Huh? He earns enough. He looks like a cool ass brother, and she fell for him. Now what? Oh, I'm sorry. He didn't exactly. And thank you, Saint Cyr, Halle Bailey and DDG. Oh, I'm sorry. She was supposed to end up with one of these young white dudes. You're right. I get it. She wasted cute looks on a Negro that out here be playing video games online and stuff. Huh? Imagine that. Imagine being a black woman hoping and wishing that another black woman doesn't end up with a man, doesn't end up with a black man, doesn't end up with a productive black man, just end up with any white man in Hollywood. Huh? And y'all don't think y'all are traitors? Oh, I forgot. Y'all aren't traitors just because black men marry out, even though y'all are having more interracial sex. Uh-oh. Let Cree say it again for y'all.
There were 2 points, but I'll just respond to the latter one. I meant to say this earlier when we were talking about the reason that black females may be more confused about the system of racism, white supremacy, and who practices it. And I said I thought the primary reason was that we don't experience the more violent forms of it. No, that's secondary. Primary, this is really key. People really need to, I hope people will hear this, and I hope people will believe this. Some people know this. The primary reason is that black females are either the primary participants or secondary participants, meaning that their mothers, their sisters, their aunts, their friends, somebody they know who's a black female is engaging in sex with white people. Our minds are more mushy because we engage in more sex with white people than black males do. And that seems to be the reverse of what is the case, because on the sidewalk, you see a whole lot more black males with white females than the reverse. But there's a whole lot. There has always been since slavery, there has always been, continues to be, in office buildings, in houses, everywhere you can possibly think of, lots and lots of sex between black females and white men. The key is that it's real hush-hush. It's real secret. And white people, they enforce and depend upon its secrecy so that we don't even know the devastating effect other black people don't even necessarily know, where all those defensive statements are coming from black women, because people don't know she's been in the bed with a white man. They depend on the secrecy of that, and they don't want it exposed.
Oh, my apologies, y'all. Okay, so I was talking to myself. Look, Z, you was talking to yourself the whole time. So let me read that again. I didn't read this clearly. Notice how black women have popularized this racist, misandrous YN term. Yeah. So Black Uru, I said that a few streams, well, more like 2 to 3 weeks ago. I said that on a stream. I'm glad I'm in good company because I see it as racist also, right? I see it as racist also. Oh, y'all gives you a second. Can y'all hear me now? I don't know what's going on. Y'all said y'all cannot hear me. Can y'all hear me now? Let's see. Give me a second. Okay. So y'all could hear me. I thought it was me. I thought it was technical difficulties, and it's my fault. But okay, so we're back. Um, no. So what I was saying is that YN term. Sorry, that YN term. I agree with Black Uber 100%. It does come off racist, right? I know. I see a lot of people are saying it. I know, especially in the Black community, we like to jump on the new hot trend and whatever the new hot thing is, we on it. Whatever is fresh, we on it. Especially we like coming up with new terms, using new terms, and we use the new term to let you know that we up on game on all the new stuff. I get it. I'm not using the term YN, right? I'm glad Black Rule feels the same way. I wasn't rocking with I wasn't rocking with that term either. I refuse, right? To say young Negroes, and it sounds like they're feral, like you're dealing with like some type of animals. That's what it comes off to me, like these the term YN and what it stands for sounds like uncontrollable like animals to me, right? That's what it sounds like to me. Like some type of feral creature, like you can't control, you can't, right? Just destructive and just out of control. But Mr. Z could just be reading too much of the things. It could be that too. But going back to what Cree said, how can you not be a colonizing agent, right? How can you not be a colonizing agent when you're having lots and lots of secret sex with non-black men? How can you not be? How can you not be seen as a colonizing agent? How could you not be seen as a traitor? Especially when you're using much of their same terms, you're just couching it a bit different, just a smidge, just a teeny tiny bit, right? You're hiding your anti-blackness specifically directed towards black men behind 4 and 5 syllable words and being a quote unquote black feminist, right? Just saying. Black women are a colonizing agent of the black community. I don't care what anybody's gonna say about Michelle Alexander and her documentary and her book and these people. You know, you have the Innocence Project, and that's full of black women who are attorneys. Yes, okay, that exists. Okay, fine. And the vast majority of black women are still the colonizing agent, right? I'm covering this because the women are talking. That's why Mr. Z said let them talk. You let them talk long enough, and they're gonna tell you what it is. They're gonna tell you about their interactions with with white men. They're gonna tell you what they think. They're gonna tell you about their childhood trauma because the white guys weren't checking for them. Oh, Stephco, Amanda Marianne. Uh-oh. Not Life with Bree. What's the other one that kind of came off a little weird too? I forgot her name. It was in Life with Bree. It was another one. I think her name was Bree also. Huh? Uh-oh. Black men, you gotta leave them out here in the cold. You gotta leave them out here in the wilderness. That's why I say let them talk. Ebony K. Williams, once again, let's play that for y'all one more again.
I'm dark skinned, you are beige. Is that the politically correct term?
You know, that's very controversial.
It is controversial.
My
Where do you stand
complexion.
on that?
I would consider myself caramel, certainly a brown woman.
And as far as colorism, do you like dark men? Like, what's your situation?
I run the gamut.
Weird.
I had a very loving, wonderful relationship with a dark-skinned Haitian man when I was in law school. I've dated the Jews, Mazel, Native American, done that. Many, many biracials. Lost my virginity to an East Indian guy.
Okay, thanks for volunteering that.
You know, I was like, I don't want to really make myself look like a hoe, but, you know.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas, bitch.
I'm a virgin. Don't tell anybody.
Child, place.
And Pastor OG says kidology. Like, what about kidology? Kidology already lets you know her situation wasn't working out with the men she was attracted to, mainly white dudes. Then she decided to do what, the LGBTQ thing. What, and she acknowledged, yeah, I probably jumped out the frying pan into the fire with this one, because if white guys ain't checking, these white women really ain't checking. Which, by the way, is true. Huh? Which, by the way, is true. You got to look at a lot of these women sideways, especially those that come from certain environments. They really fiend the validation from white men in particular. Not a competent man with his head on his shoulders. No, white men in particular. And there's a number of women who, I guess, on the other side of the carousel, the white peen carousel, they start talking different and tell you, well, I had this complaint. Right? Isn't that what Cheska Lee told us? Ooh, goddamn Z. Ooh. Huh? There are a number of them that after the husband, the white husband, and it doesn't work out, and you know he won't take half. Well, those white men are good for marrying women. Remember, these women keep on telling us that they don't want to marry us because they're better than us. Remember, black women keep on telling you that. But if they married a white man who's a station or 2 or 7 beneath them, then they divorce and he take half. Well, damn. Huh? So after that doesn't work out, then they want to tell you, well, I had a complex, when I was 7, and what happened was, the white guys, and I've been feeding for them, huh? Yeah, black and white. Yep, yep. Oh, that sound nice. Let's see if let's see if you get to be what's her name, Tony from Girlfriends. Was that the one who ended up with the small hat dude and it didn't work? Wasn't that the one that got married to the small hat dude? Huh? Let's see if it worked for you ladies. Another escape hatch. Let's see if it works. Huh? That's why y'all on college campuses sounding like, well, some of
What's
these
your
women.
favorite thing about black men?
The muscles, they be big. I like their smile and skin complexion. I love dark skin men. White teeth gonna get me every time.
They just know how to dress for real.
What's your favorite thing about black men?
They have manners. They're like respectful. Like they actually like care about like the way that the women they talk to feel.
Hey, what's your favorite thing about black men?
Nothing. Black men suck.
What's
They're bad. They cheat. They don't care. I'm with the white boys.
Hey, what's your favorite thing about black men?
Definitely have to say the melanin. Something about the color really does it for me.
Okay, all right, what you about that?
You know, it's like something about a Blasian baby.
Okay.
Something about
Hey,
it.
what's your favorite thing about black men?
I love how protective they are. Very good energy, very fun to be around.
Hey, what's your favorite thing about black men and women?
Big lips. They could do more.
Hey, what's your favorite thing about black men?
Nothing.
All right, why you said that?
I don't like black men. Not very many meet my standards. They're not honest. They don't care. They tell you straight up. They don't sugarcoat nothing.
Hey, what's your favorite thing about black men?
Waves are so attractive. Like, why everybody trying to grow their hair out? That's not cute.
Great.
Hey, what's your favorite thing about black men?
Nothing. They're just terrible.
And we're back. So actually, y'all gives you a second. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. And we're back, right? So yeah, look, I played that to emphasize how some of them sound on college campuses at early 20s. What can you do with that, black man? What can you do with that? Huh? What can you do with that? That's how you get an Ebony K. Williams eventually. A couple decades later. I said that earlier too. Huh? Leon says kidology is sick in the head. And who said it? Well, let me see where that comment went because I read it and I did not read it out loud. And John Ivy says, Stefco and I were raised in the same church. She's always been a character. Huh? Saint Cyr says openly talking just like that. Of course. It's black men. What are they supposed to be afraid? Are they supposed to feel shame? Or are they supposed to think twice? Right? And there'll be some women that say that justify, I understand. Sound nice. Right? So I just want to come to y'all with this and kind of cover why I speak the way I do. And shout out to y'all. Shout out to BGS. I'm covering these things because they matter. There is no moving forward until you get black women in line, to be frank with you. That's for those that care, and that's for those that aren't already SYSBM or Passport Bros. For those of you that already are Passport Bros or SYSBM, I understand. Right? I understand. But for the rest of you, first of all, I wouldn't try to say none of them, to be honest with you. If you can't meet one who is on your program, then go overseas. But you're gonna have to produce better black women. Produce a better product. It's that simple. It's that simple for black women's mothers and fathers, definitely mothers. They have to produce a better product. It's that simple. Because clearly it's not working for black women with any man. That's the kicker. That's what I'm emphasizing. That's what the whole bell hooks thing was about. The Ebony K. Williams thing, what I'm bringing up. It's not working for black women with any man. Huh? Compassionate says, hell no, cue the capacity clip. I got you, right? There you go.
As we don't have the capacity.
Huh? Well, there you go. So on that note, everyone, I ain't gonna keep y'all too long because you got stuff to do. We'll pause right here. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Y'all go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content. I think I saw Armio Say Friend Punk streaming, so maybe y'all could check him out. Then I just want to kind of respond to BGS and be like, thank you for the shout out. I am going on a tear because these things matter, right? It's not just some pop culture gossip stuff. Ebony K. Williams losing her virginity to a South Asian guy, which, okay, cool, whatever. But it speaks to something. especially when you see her now, when you see her complex now, when you know that she was raised by a single mother, and you see her complex now, that says a lot. And there's a number of women. The when I was covering Cree, when I just played her just now, that's the lady from Gus T. Renegade's Kyle's context of white supremacy. When I play her, when we show the young lady crying over the white frat bro, these are the women that you're in community with, unfortunately, that then turn around and speak negatively to you about you, right? So hysterical, Pastor OG. He says, "Love, peace, and Popeye's grease." Love, peace, and chicken grease. It's not always Popeyes, but yeah, right. So no, I saw it. I saw it. And Mr. Shixu says sounds like Z hasn't heard the latest drop on BGS's channel yet on Pink Pill. You might come back again tonight. No, so I saw that. I watched when Louis first dropped it. I watched it when he first dropped it. So yeah, no, I heard what she said. All right. And yeah, this is a mea culpa moment, I guess, or however you want to frame it. But Crystalline Carrison, oh, she has these moments occasionally. She's always had these moments occasionally. That ain't gonna stop her from being Crystalline Carrison, borderline drunk auntie now. Not borderline, not even borderline, right? But she's always had these moments of like just saying it what it is and knowing where she's going. Like I said, the ladies just didn't come out with it and just say straight up, I want to rock with the white dude because of whatever complex I got going on. It don't got nothing to do with black men. It has nothing to do with what black men are lacking or what they haven't done, because that's what Jasmine Theodore was on. She was trying to make sense. She was trying to make sense. Lady, you don't make no sense. You were telling black men that it makes you cringe and they need to shut up about the oppression that people like your husband mete out on them. That's what you were saying, but you were too cowardly to overtly say it. So you tried to pull the whole white conservative thing, which I get because your husband is a white man with a beard. Oh no, the problem with the black man is the victim mentality. Yawn. Great song choice, Nema. Right. But yeah, so on that note, y'all, we'll pause right here. Truly, y'all have a great rest of y'all night. Y'all go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content, and then okay, and Louis put the whole thing here. He says, "Here is the full Pink Pill video," and thank you for that, Louis. I didn't even know you were listening. Good job. Yeah, and thank you. And so I have it highlighted here on the screen, you guys. So y'all check that out. And thank you for listening in. So we'll pause right here. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Y'all go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content for the love of God. And y'all have a great rest of your night. Mr. Z out. All right, y'all.